everybody. Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. I am back here. Here I am. Hey, I just wanted to do one more quick video before the holidays are upon us. And this one is designed to give you some last minute gift ideas for the DIYer slash crafter slash wannabe decorator in your life. And I've got 10 things. They're mine. Personally, I use them all the time. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through what they are, show them to you, tell you the pros and cons of each one. And oh my God, so much doggy love. Okay. I'm sorry. And give you those last minute ideas that the person in your life will surely love if they like to do crafting or anything like that. So without further ado, let's move to that part of the video. Okay, so here are the gift ideas that I have for you guys. And I'm going to start with this one, which is a must-have for any crafter or DIYer in your life. It is a magnifying glass so that you can see little tiny beadwork or other things you might be doing. And it also lights. So it's weighted. You can clip it. I can't squeeze it because I'm weak, but you can clip it to your workbench edge or table edge, whatever you're working on. And I actually got this as a gift a couple years ago, and I love it, and I've used it for many, many different projects. They probably run around $30. You plug them in with a USB, and they charge, and then they're cordless, so you can take them all over the place. It's a great gift. And then next I have work gloves, which seems silly, but if you think of building a little package for the DIYer in your life, you should put some good work gloves in there. It saves your hands. If you work with wood a lot or paper, your hands get very dry and crack. It sucks all the moisture out of your hands. So having protection, or if you're spray painting, saves your hands from getting all messy. So a couple pair of these in a gift basket with some of these other smaller items is a great gift option for that DIYer. And then next up, I have this bad boy, which is the storage that I'm always talking about. And these little drawers pull out. You can see they're clear. You can see what's in there easily. They're pretty deep. And they can hold all kinds of different things, from odds and ends to screws and nuts and bolts and all the things. Fasteners, whatever you want to fill it with. And these run about $20. And I forgot to say the gloves are about $1.99 a pair. Not a big ticket item. But these run about $20, and you can find them in crafting stores. You can find them in the big box home improvement stores, and they're just a great gift for that person who loves to craft. You can put beads or all kinds of things in there. Take a breath. Now, moving on, I have these little snippers, and I have snippers like this in about 10 different sizes. They work for cutting floral wire. The bigger ones will cut heavier gauge wire. You can use them on artificial plant bouquets and things where you want to take them apart, and they've got wire down the stem. This will cut through it for you. They're very handy. They're very inexpensive. You can get the little pairs for around $1. And the bigger, more substantial pairs, the bigger you go and the sharper they are, the more expensive they get. But a couple sizes of these, you can never have too many of these as a crafter or a DIYer. Okay, so next up I have this set of these two little clamps, and these work great for fastening trim to a small piece of furniture. Maybe you want to add molding to something. And these little guys work great, and they're really easy to use, and you just squeeze the handles, what tightens it, and this lock is what releases it when the item has been glued on and is dry and you want to remove them. And these aren't super expensive either. If you're lucky and you have a Harbor Freight in your area, it's a great store to pick up stuff like this. I think we got these two clamps for like $5. But even in the big box stores, they're not super expensive. So that is a great gift idea. Now next up, if you have a true DIYer crafter, they can never have enough paint brushes. And this also would be fun to put in a little kit with the gloves, and maybe even give them some paint or something like that. But I get these brushes all the time at Home Depot and Lowe's, and they're like $3 a piece, and they're strong enough that you can wash them and reuse them. And then these are little throwaway brushes. They're like 99 cents a piece. Again, in Harbor Freight, these are like 59 cents a piece. So if you have a Harbor Freight, check it out. But a set of brushes, you can never have too many brushes. I would never be sad if somebody gave me brushes. And then I have just this utilitarian pack of small brushes that are really kind of throwaway brushes. You can use them like you're spreading glue along a seam or something like that. You can use them with paint, but they don't do a very good job. But they do work really well to spread adhesive and things like that. So, brushes. Next up, I've got a set of screwdrivers here, Phillips and standard. So, Phillips, if you don't know, that's a little star head. And a lot of newer pieces of furniture use Phillips screws. And then the other is just the flathead or the slot screw, and it's a flat piece like that, and it just goes into the top of the screw. So people like to have both because you can run across pieces of furniture, even sometimes on the same piece of furniture, that have different kinds of screws. And if you give them several different sizes, they'll be ready to go. And screwdrivers are kind of like paintbrushes to me. You can never have too many. And these are nice and solid. They're not going to bend or get misshapen when you put a lot of pressure on them, because sometimes you have to use a lot of torque to get something loose or tight as it needs to be. So screwdrivers are a good option. Now, moving right along, this is probably my favorite tool of all. I have become one with all of the palm sanders I have owned since I started doing DIY. I love this guy. He's dirty. He gets used a lot. I use him until I burn him out, and then I get a new one. You can see the sandpaper fits on the bottom. It comes in a sheet like this, and you can even add these packages of the sandpaper. Comes in different grits. The lower the number, the rougher the paper. So this is 50 grit. So this is meant to strip paint and finish off of a piece of wood. But even if you know they have a sander already, get them a couple different packages of this. They're like $6 to $10 depending on where you get them. And this one has like 20 sheets in it or whatever, which is awesome. So whether it's a combo with the sander or just somebody you know that already has a sander, a couple packages of that would go a long way to making somebody's Christmas very happy. And then finally, I have these two guys. Now, these are a little more on the pricey end, but if you are a real DIYer, you love these tools. Now, if they are somebody that already has tools, it would be worth your time to find out the brand. So these cordless tools come with battery packs that fit on the bottom, and that is what powers the tool. So if you start with, this brand is Ryobi, which is all the ones we have. We have leaf blowers, and we have saws, and we have screwdrivers and power drivers and staple guns, and they're all Ryobi because the batteries then are all interchangeable from piece to piece, and that's very important. So if you're getting something for someone and they already have existing tools, make sure you know the brand so that they can continue to share battery packs between the different tools. This right now is set up as a drill. It can also be a screwdriver if you put a different end on it. I like these because they're not super heavy, but they have enough power to do the things I need to do, like take hinges off or handles, drill small holes to put a new screw, something like that. So they're very user-friendly. Even if you're not like a super strong upper body strength, they're still pretty easy to use. And this I just got last year as a gift, and I don't know why it took me so long to get one, but this is a staple gun, and it's powered by battery too, and you just put it down, you squeeze the trigger, and it hammers the staple right into whatever you're trying to staple. It's so much easier than the old-fashioned ones where you have to use both hands and try and squeeze the thing, and the top moves and the staple goes everywhere, and it's not a pretty picture. So you're forever pulling out pieces of staple because the staple didn't go in all the way, or you're trying to hammer them down with a hammer. It never works well. These guys are awesome to recover cushions, to anything you would want to staple. Maybe you're making a headboard for one of your bedrooms or whatever. This is a great way to fasten that fabric on and have a very professional finished product when you're done. So that is a lot of ideas for you for the DIYers and crafters in your life. And it's a big price range. These run anywhere from, you know, around $40 probably to $60, depending on sales they're having. Sometimes around the holidays you can get a set, or some of the stores this year had a buy one get one free of equal or lesser value. So make sure you check out the sales and the availability, but they're well worth the money, and they're still not super expensive as far as, you know, gifts go. So, and the sander, these guys run $30 to $50, also depending on how much power they have. And if you don't know for sure what you're looking for, then make sure you talk to the people in the store, because you can tell them this person mostly does this and this, and they'll go, well, this is plenty strong for that, you know, activity. So ask questions if you don't know. But I guarantee you, if you get some of these little gifts and put together a basket, or if you get some of the bigger ticket items as an individual item, you will be guaranteed to make that DIYer have a very, very Merry Christmas. So that's it for this year. I'm not going to do any more videos until after the new year. We've got a lot of fun stuff lined up. We've got contests lined up and some giveaways. So make sure you come back often. Make sure, if you're not already, that you subscribe. Hit the button down below. If you had fun with this video and enjoyed it, or you thought it was helpful, please put a thumbs up on it. That really helps us out. Don't forget to visit the redesignhabit.com website. We've got a lot of fun stuff on there. And you can also leave questions and comments down below or on the website. I'm always happy to help you out with whatever questions you might have with anything to do with your home or a DIY project or color, because that's my first love, as you all know. And we want to wish you guys a very happy holiday season, and we are excited to see you in the new year. And we'll see you when that next video comes out.